everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Ben's Bloodbath. Today we're going to talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I did a little bit of research and whatnot. And I found out a lot of interesting things here. So let's get started. Alright, Jean-Claude Van Damme was born on October 18th, 1960 as Jean-Claude Camille Francois von Varenberg. He was born in Brussels, Belgium. Now, Van Damme started karate at age 10 at the Centre National de Karate in Excels, Belgium, where he studied under Claude Goetz for 4 years. He started his fighting career in 1976, and over the next 6 years would compete in many full and semi-contact matches. He retired from competition in 1982, holding an 18-1 record in full contact and a 41-4 in semi-contact. He also studied kickboxing, taekwondo, and Muay Thai. Now, Van Damme's primary style, karate, originated in the Ryukyu Islands, which is now known as Okinawa, Japan. It became more popular in 1609 after all weapons were banned in Japan. This particular style focuses on basic strikes as well as open-handed techniques such as spear hands, knife hands, ridge hands, and palm heel strikes. Although no specific person has been credited for the creation of karate, a man named Anko Utosu made great contributions to the art by creating some of the basic karate kata. These kata are universal throughout many styles of karate and have been helpful for beginners attempting to adopt the art for themselves. Now, Van Damme's first film was Bloodsport, which was released in 1988. It was originally rejected in 1986 due to the poor production quality of the film. But Van Damme got, he got the old reels, and he got together with some producers and they re-edited the film and, just kind of came out with a better final project overall. And then, 2 years later in 1988, it was released. Upon its release, Bloodsport made about $30 million worldwide and also made Van Damme a star overnight. Now, speaking of Bloodsport, which will be the first film that I will be featuring, which, as I noted, was released in 1988, stars Van Damme, of course, and also Donald Gibb, who is known for his performance as the character Ogre in the Revenge of the Nerds movies, also Forrest Whitaker, and Chinese bodybuilding champion Bolo Yeung, who is also known as the Chinese Hercules. Now, the premise of this movie is that Van Damme plays the role of a U.S. soldier who goes AWOL to compete in an underground martial arts tournament known as the Kumite.
Sir!
Where's Dukes?
He was at the gym like you said. He took a shower, I waited, and he disappeared.
What do you mean he disappeared?
1 minute he was there, next he wasn't.
Jesus Christ! If anything happens to Dukes in Hong Kong, get Helmer and Rollins on this right away. And I don't want to see your face again until Dukes is beside it. Understand?
Alright, the second film that I would like to feature is Double Impact, which was released in 1991. And this was also my first Van Damme film that I ever saw, and upon watching it, it instantly made me a fan of his. Now, the cast of this movie is also Bolo Yeung, as I said, Chinese bodybuilding champion of Hong Kong, 10 years in a row even, and a woman named Karina Everson, who's another champion bodybuilder and also held the title of Miss Olympia for 6 years in a row. Now, the premise of this movie is Van Damme plays a dual role as twin brothers whose parents are killed by Chinese assassins when they're still babies. The twins then become separated but are reunited 25 years later by a family friend. Now, Avery, the family friend, also divulges the history detailing the murder of their parents and sends them on the course of revenge, as I'm noting in this clip here.
It's simple. The Victoria Harbor Tunnel was built by a man that I used to work for after I finished my tour in Nam. Halfway through construction, he ran into money problems, so he pulled in Griffiths as an equity partner. Now, Griffith got his cash from a secret loan courtesy of the Zhang family. When the tunnel was completed and my employer's construction expertise was no longer needed, they had him and his wife X'd out by a triad hit team. Only the triads fucked up because they had two sons, babies, who they were going to wipe out too, so they wouldn't come back and claim what was rightfully theirs. You fool of shit. Paul and Catherine Wagner and their two sons, Chad and Alex.
Would you excuse me for just a minute?
Okay.
More cognac, eh?
Well, guess what? The big boss would like to thank you personally.
Hey, that's nice.
In there.
Oh, I've got one more case of cognac in the car. I'll be right back.
No, you don't seem to understand. Mr. Zhang would like to thank you now. Are you hearing me? Please step.
Let's go.
There's two of them.
It's another bomb. Get the hell out. Move it. Come on, get out of here. Come
Bust
on.
it. Out.
Get out.
Come on.
Alright, now the third film I want to feature is also a fairly popular film by Van Damme called The Quest, which is actually a remake of Bloodsport, where a fugitive and a pirate team up to make their way into a secret martial arts tournament held in the lost city of Tibet. This also has a couple notable cast members too, Roger Moore, who is well known for his role as playing Bond, and James Remar, who is well known as being Dexter's deceased father, who
against Brazil!
moving like an animal.
More like a snake.
Other notable films of Van Damme. Let's see, we got Cyborg, Kickboxer, Lionheart, Death Warrant, the original Universal Soldier. There has been a couple sequels made since, and I have checked them out. Not so much. The original one decent though. Hard Target, which is also another movie that I like by his. Time Cop, which is a Van Damme classic, and Double Team, which people have mixed opinions about it. Not the greatest movie, but you know, it's still good for some action and whatnot. Currently today, Van Damme is still making films, although most of them are straight to DVD. He did, however, get a notable role as the primary antagonist in the second Expendables movie. And as far as the current projects he's working on, he's currently working on a movie called Enemies Closer, which is scheduled to release this year, which is 2013, and another film which is due out in 2014 called Swelter. Alright, well, looks like that covers the Van Damme. So in any case, I'd like to thank you again for watching another episode of Ben's Bloodbath, and yeah, I mean, hopefully I turned you on to some stuff that you've never seen before, and also if you do decide to watch any of Van Damme's movies, they're like dirt cheap now. You can go to Walmart, find them in the DVD bargain bin for next to nothing, so you know, it's not going to set you back if you do decide to get yourself a little more well-versed on Van Damme's work. But anyways, yeah, thanks for checking it out, thanks for checking out my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already, and have yourself a good day.
Come on, y'all.
Okay, USA.